Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another fun-filled episode with your girl, Audrey Codner from ACCUPLACER Tutoring. ACCUPLACER Tutoring. All right, so, yeah, busy day. So we're definitely going to work on one of my favorite things that I like to do with math. Now, this is not going to be a GED, not really an ASVAB, but definitely an ACCUPLACER. Definitely, if anyone's taking college algebra, you will see this concept. So if you just want to sit around, chill, listen ahead, that's fine. So if you're currently taking a college algebra class, or if you are possibly going into Algebra 2, maybe even pre-calculus next year, and you're like, you know what, I wish there was a faster way to divide polynomials. Everybody is saying that. Definitely not. But I am actually going to show you a great way to divide, especially if you're dividing by a binomial and the leading coefficient is 1. All right. So this is called synthetic division. So it's not like the real hair, but it's the synthetic. And just like synthetic hair, it does what it does for a little bit, but you don't want to have it in your head too long, right? Because all of a sudden it's natted, it's tossed all over the place. It's just something for quick trips and get it done nice and easy. So this is what you need to do. One, you need to make sure that your polynomials is in what's called descending order. So whatever your highest exponent is, you're going to count on the way down. So let's say your highest exponent is x to the 4th power. That means the next term should be x to the 3rd, the next term after that, x to the 2nd, the next term after that will be x, and the next term after that will be your constant, which does not have an x at all. Now, if you have some numbers that are missing, say you have x to the 4th and you don't have an x to the 3rd, you're going to go to step 2 and you're going to add a 0 as a placeholder for that term. Then I'm going to show you how you're going to actually divide it by using the k part of the factor and the coefficients of what's called the dividend. And then we're going to show you exactly how to do it. All right. So as usual, as you guys are coming in, go ahead for a quick tap. Let's see what we got. This session should not be too long. So we're actually just going to try to get in, get out, get in, and get it done. All right? So all you guys are doing that? Hey, Janice, are you sick of me yet? Are you sick of me? All right, go ahead, have it, share out the live. Let's see how you guys are doing. So right now we got 36 people coming on in. If we can get to that first 1K, I can get myself started. All right, hey, is it Archie? Hey, Archie, Creative Chick, Sunny, Ashley, how you doing? Is it Tiani? Nope. Hey, Coach, how are you? Can you show the list for another? Can I show the list for another second, please? The list? Oh, over here. Gotcha. Let me raise it up just a tad bit more. Yeah, screenshots will be your best bet. Okay. I'm doing. I had a really good session with the people that are in my course. And trust me, life is lifing right now. This is awesome. All right. Okay. So we're going to go through this step by step. So let me see if I can merge this over into one. I know it's getting to the point that it's almost time. All right, so what I want to do is I want to take, we have x squared plus 5x plus 1, and this is being divided by x plus 3. All right, so it's being divided by x plus 3. Now, the way that we set this up, this is going to be my divisor. Let me put it here. This is my divisor. And this over here, oops, this is called my dividend. All right. So for my divisor, this number that's right here, get my highlighter for a second. The original form of our divisor, it always carries this shape, which is x minus k. Okay, it always has this shape, x minus k. But here we have x plus 3. So the third part, it says place k, the k factor, with the opposite sign inside of a box. So what we're going to do is we're taking one. First of all, my coefficient in front of the x needs to be 1. And once I see it as 1, and I have a binomial, I can do the synthetic division each and every time. So here, I am seeing x plus 3. The original is x minus k. Excuse me. But in order for this k to turn into a positive, that means this number has to be a negative, because a negative times a negative gives me that positive. So I'm going to put off to the side here, I'm going to put a negative 3. So basically do the opposite of what you see. Now, I'm going to come over to the dividend. I notice that my highest exponent, aka the degree, is a 2. The next exponent is x to the first power. If you don't see anything, it's assumed to be a 1. So we got to the 3, we got to the 2, we got to the 1, and now we have our constant. So this is what's called descending order. It's all based off of the exponents. So if you have your 2, you have your 1, and normally you will have 0. So if you have a 0 exponent, that means we have a constant. So now we're going to take the coefficients of each of those 3 terms. The coefficient for the first one is a 1. Coefficient for the second one is a positive 5. And then I have my constant. So this is representing my x squared. This is representing my x. This is representing my constant. So now, this is what's going to happen. Your very first term always comes down. So we always start off with the first term down below. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our divisor and this coefficient, and we're going to multiply. So negative 3 times 1 gives me a negative 3. You're going to put that answer underneath the next term. Okay, so negative 3 times 1, I put that answer under the next term. So now what I do here is I add these two together. Since the signs are opposite, that means I'm really subtracting. Think about it. If I have $5 and I spent $3, that means I have $2 left. So now you're going to repeat that multiplying process again. But this time you're going to multiply negative 3 with 2. So negative 3 times 2, that gives me a negative 6. And now you're going to add these two together. And again, the signs are opposite. So when the signs are opposite, you're really subtracting. Think about it. You have $1. You want to buy something that costs $6. Well, you are short $5. So this is basically your answer because I don't have anything else to bring down, but this is what's going to happen. Remember how we started with my highest degree was to the second? Well, my answers are always going to be 1 degree less. So that means my answer here, I'm going to have an x. This is going to be my constant, and this is going to be my remainder. So when I need to do this, I'm going to have 1x. Constant is a positive 2, so plus 2. And I have a remainder of negative 5. So my official answer for when I divide those two is actually going to be x plus 2, okay? And I could say plus negative 5 over my divisor, which is x plus 3. So almost like if you were writing a check. I don't know how many of you guys are still writing checks, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. If I'm writing the dollars part, I always write the dollars in words. And then if there's any change remaining, I always put it over what I divided by, which was the 100. So the same thing is happening here. When I have a remainder, I always put it over my divisor. There are some places that are doing this still with the capital R and have a negative 5. So I'm going to write the word or because there are some places that are still using that as a solution. I'm used to seeing the first one, okay? There are some people, because I've done some tutoring, especially community colleges. I think I want to say Texas and Georgia still uses the R because I have students in Texas and Georgia. So that's how I know. All right. So let's take a look at the comments because it's hard for me to do math and look at the comments at the same time. All right. So Art was asking, do I multiply by 1? Okay, so I guess he was asking for the steps. Jess is saying, hi, hey. Okay, Kaya. Hey, Kaya, how are you? You're lost already. I know, it's a long thing. I'm going to work through it. I got like 2 pages, so I can do it. I'm in math 28.5 in college right now, and I'm doing terrible. Well, beautiful or beautifully, please message me, okay? Message me. Now, you got to remember, guys, when I was down in my dumps and I was trying to make my funds for my home, because remember, I was trying to save my house, a lot of people donated to me, and they also sponsored students. So if you need some assistance, this is only for the summer only, okay? If you need some assistance, please do not sit there in misery. Reach out. Okay, reach out. Oh, I don't have any blah, 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 blah. Just reach out, okay? All right, I had to curse one lady out earlier today because of that. All right, let's get that double tapping going. Yes, is this trigonometry? No, AB. This is not. This is using synthetic division when you're dividing a binomial with another polynomial. Okay, definitely follow. Math brain. Oh, trust me, there's a lot of stuff going on in this brain, girl. Oh, a lot of stuff. Okay, so both of you, even Forever Tima or Tima, definitely reach out Okay, no matter how many times I get over math problems, I get angry and angry. All right, hey, kirk out for 5 minutes and then come back. Let it out. And then come back because we're going to figure this out, okay? Yes, we're definitely going to be doing another one. I got tons. I just wanted to make sure I'm not skipping anybody with any questions. All right. Okay, Layla, same thing. Reach out to me. Girl, if y'all guys keep talking about how much, just reach out to me. Don't make me lose my mind on this live. Yes, we're going to learn together. Let's be zen. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Let it out. Okay, you are not a failure. Okay, you are not dumb. You're not a failure. You were introduced to math by someone that probably knew math but didn't know how to break it down to you. You probably got yourself in a situation where you're just like, and you're starting to get frustrated. No more frustration, okay? We're going to take this step by step. All right. Now, I can get off my soapbox. Here we go with the next example. Grab my black pen. All right, so next example, I'm going to make it a little bit longer, but we're doing the same steps. All right, breathe, retain decorum. So we have our 2x cubed minus 11x squared plus 9x minus 20. And we're dividing it by x minus 5. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're not doing box method. Box method is only for multiplication. Well, no, I take that back. We're not doing the box method for dividing. We're doing synthetic division. Okay, we're doing synthetic division. There's a bug? Probably, because we just had a rainstorm, so all kinds of things are happening. Okay, now, first I'm going to look at my divisor. It is x minus 5. So the framework, the original, is always x minus our k. And I notice that in place of k is a 5, and it's a positive 5. The reason why I know that is because both of these have a minus sign and hasn't changed. It only changes when there is a negative number, and that's what we did on the last one. So this 5 that we have right here is going to go inside of this little box that I'm going to draw over here. This is going to be what I'm going to use as my divisor. Now, I'm taking a look at my dividend. I'm looking right at the exponents. The highest one is to the third power. So I should see 3, 2, 1, 0. So here's my 3. Here's my 2. If I don't see an exponent, it's assumed to be a 1. And here, I don't have an x, so that will be my 0. So awesome. All of my degrees are being represented. 3, 2, 1, constant. Perfect. So this is what we're going to do. I want the coefficient of the x cubed there. I want the coefficient of the x squared there. I want the coefficient of the x there. And I want the constant under there. So let's fill it out. So the coefficient of the x cubed is 2. That's all I need, just the 2. For the x squared, it's going to be negative 11. All right. For the x, it's going to be positive 9. And for the constant, it's a negative 20. So all I need was the numbers and their signage. Okay. All right. Hopefully we're still breathing. Thank you so much for the follows and for the shares. So now, after we line all that up, looking at our first term, this is going to come down. This is going to be our first number down. Yep, synthetic division. There we go. So, what we do now, you see that 5 that we have with our divisor and that 2 that we have down here for represent the first term? Well, we're going to multiply those. Okay, we're going to multiply those two. So, not to insult your intelligence, but here we go. We're going to do 5 times 2. 5 times 2 gives me what? Put in the chat. Let's put in the chat. Go and participate and then watch a little bit. Okay, good, Jess. I love it. Look at all these 10s. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got an A. Okay, we got a letter. All right, we got all these 10s. We got all those 10s. Good. Excellent. Excellent, everyone. And we're going to put that answer of 10 underneath the negative 11. All right. This many. There you go. I love it. All right. So when we put that answer underneath the next term, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to add those two numbers together. Now, one's negative and one's positive. When the signs are opposites, you're really subtracting. Think about it. You owe me $11. You paid me 10. You still owe me. Give me my dollar. There we go. Look, all the negative ones. I love it. Miami Heat 11. Kaden, how are you? Yes, Kelly, good. Okay, Wismans, yes. Smile on my face. I'm in school now that I've graduated. Aw. Okay, there we go. Nice. There we go, Janice. Okay. So now we're going to repeat this process again. So we have, this time we're going to multiply again, but we're going to multiply the 5 and the negative 1. So 5 times negative 1 gives me what? Make sure you're multiplying. 5 times negative 1, we got negative 5, and a negative 5. Good, negative 5. Make sure you're multiplying. It's not 4. Okay, we're not adding, we're multiplying. Hence the word multiply. Good, negative 5s. I love it, I love it, I love it. Awesome. So, we have our negative 5 answer goes underneath the next number. So now, we're going to add those two together. So now we have 9 plus negative 5 gives me, good. Hey, Lynette. Good. We got our 4s, we got our 4s, we got our 4s. I'm loving all the 4s. Awesome. See, I'm asking you these questions not to insult your intelligence, just to make sure that you're with me. All right? Awesome. Good. Guess what? We're gonna do it again. So this time, we're not gonna multiply the 5 with the negative 1. We're gonna multiply the 5 with the 4. So 5 times 4 gives me, yes, Nike. Okay, just missed something. There we go. There it is. Good. Look at all these, not 0. Well, that's what your answer is gonna be. Yes, so we got our 20, and it's a positive 20. And now we have negative 20 plus, because remember, we're adding these, a positive 20, that will give us 0. Yes, good. Love to see all the zeros. Look at all this. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Kelly, good. Giselle, good. All right, Jerome, here you go. Pam, I see you. Jess, I still see you. Aren't you sick of me yet? So sick of me. All right. Now, you basically have your answer. But this is what's going to happen. Remember when we first started, we had x to the third power. But when you go to your answer, you used one of your degrees. You already used one of your degrees. So we're dealing with one less. So this is representing your x squared. This will represent your x to the first power. This is going to represent your constant. And this would represent your remainder. But we don't have a remainder, so that's awesome. So all we have to do is just attach these coefficients with these variables. So your actual answer, if I may slide this over, when you divide, you're going to get 2x squared minus 1x, or I can just say minus x, plus my constant, which is 4. That's your answer. We don't need to put the 0 over our divisor. 0 divided by anything is going to be 0. So we don't need that. We don't need this 0 as a placeholder. Okay. Hey, Lynette. I know. All right. How are you? Hey, Waits, how are you? All right. How are you feeling? You can give me a thumbs up emoji, or you can say great or good or life sucks or whatever you're feeling. Okay, keep it kosher. Okay, hey Johnny, how are you? Okay, it's not really a formula. That's the only thing. It's a movement. I'd probably put the movement down. All right, coach, it's okay. Don't be sad. Okay, doing good. There you go. Excited? All right. I love that, Lynette. I love that. Only as you do it. And that's fine. Because when was the last time you saw this, coach? Seriously. Is everyone walking around it's like, oh my God, did you do synthetic division today? How are you breathing? Like, no one says that. Give yourself some patience. Okay. Hey, I will take kinda, sorta. I will take that. Hey, Michael, how are you? I didn't see you sneak in here either. All right. Yes, let's do it. Let's see. I think I got enough space. Do it on the next page. I'm almost done with book 4. Be on the lookout for Audrey's notes in book 4. All right, go ahead. Let's tap it up. Let's see if we can get to like 2K, 20K. If we can get to 20K, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. I mean, there's over 393 of you. I think we can get to 20K real quick. Mad tap. All right. They use the division bar. Ooh, cool. Like this, my freshman year of high school would have been a breeze. Y'all. I know, man. See, sometimes. See, it works. And especially, you just need someone to walk it through step by step. So if any of you guys are taking college algebra and you're struggling, even ASMAT or ASVAB, sorry, or GED, just let me know because I have courses. I'm doing all this stuff. A lot of people donated to me when I was in need, so we can do something. We can figure something out. All right, let's keep tapping. Here you go. Come on. 367. Happily tap, tap. Thanks, Kelly. Do I teach GED course? Yes, I do. I'm actually doing a in-person course now. Right now, that's filled up, but I do have other options. When are you planning on taking your tests, Elizabeth? Okay. All right. Okay. Everyone keeps going straight for how much. You know I'm expensive. I'm Audrey Codner. Come on. I am expensive. Okay, let's see how it goes, Taurus. That'd be interesting to see. Yeah, right. Saying $1, Philip? I don't know. Might need some change on that though, Philip. Yes, all right, I see it. Okay, so let us, make sure I didn't repeat myself here. So we have 2x cubed plus 4x squared minus 3x minus 6. Okay, so we have that divided by x plus 3. There we go. No, I said you're going to have to make change. It wouldn't be $1.99. It's going to be less. No, I do have online courses. Yep, I got everything. Levi, you're funny. Yep, I do online, I do in person, I do, I don't do in person, I do tutoring via Zoom. So, got a lot of options. Okay. If anything, just message me. And after my live, I'll take a look and then I'll message you back and then we'll discuss. Okay? Yep. Thank you, Jess. All right. I know it's a lot of stuff right here. Now, it's not going to be PEMDAS. All right. So we're actually doing division using synthetic. Okay. Not our real hair, but our synthetic. It's the same. It's on our head. Okay. So, if you recall, the divisor, which is this one, is always set up as x minus k. But this time, we have a plus. So in order for that minus to change to a plus, that means this number that's representing k has to be negative. So this is why I always say, if you look at the divisor, just put down opposite of what you see. So if you see a plus 3, actually, we're going to be dividing by a negative 3. Okay, that's going to be my k. Always do opposite what you see. Now, going to the dividend. We're always going to check our degrees to make sure all our degrees are being represented. So we have to the third, to the second, to the first. If we don't see anything, it's going to be to the first, and then your constant. So all my degrees are being represented. 3, 2, 1, constant. Perfect. So that means I'm going to put my representative of my x cubed there, my representative of my x squared there, my representative of x, and my representative of the constant. So we just need the coefficients and their signs. So for the x cubed, I'm just going to put the 2. For the x squared, I'm going to put the 4. For the x, I'm going to put the negative 3, because that minus acts as a negative. Same with the constant, a negative 6. Okay. All right. So now, we always start with the first one coming all the way down. Okay. So the first term comes all the way down, so that'll be my 2. So as you recall, we're going to take our divisor, we're going to take our term, and we're going to multiply. So negative 3 times 2 gives me what? Michael, do you put a 0 down for exponent not represented? Yes, you will put a 0 down for the placeholder. Yes, you would. Good. -6. There you go. -6. Nike. Good. -6. XO. Coach. Jersey girl. Hey. Philly girl here. All right. Our money. Got it. Nice. So we put our -6 underneath the next term. And what we're going to do is we're going to add those two together. So 4 plus a -6 will give me, Caden has -2. Do we agree? Yep, Nike's saying -2. All right. Miami Heat -2, Coach -2, Jersey Girl -2, Jess -2. Good. Okay, and if you're not sure, you have $4. You're trying to buy something that's $6. You're short $2. Okay. Now we're going to do that same process again. We're going to multiply -3 times -2. Negative times a negative gives me a positive. And 3 times 2 gives me 6. And the 6 goes into the next area. Excellent, guys. So now we're going to add. So -3 plus 6 gives me what? Okay, so I'm seeing my 3s for Caden, 3 for Nike, 3 for Jess, 3 for Miami Heat, 3 for Jersey Girl, 3 for Sheila, 3 for Daniel, 3 for Coach, 3 for XO, 3 for Our Money, 3 for Matt, 3 for Rebecca, 3 for Hey Lapita. Okay, then not a -3, but a +3. Gina 3, Matt, I saw you 3, Deborah 3, Giorgio +3. Good. Check your work. Yes, it would be nice if you can do that, but here's the thing. You can't use that for the test. Can't use it. So you always got to practice the way that you do things. All right, so now here we go. -3, but this time we're going to multiply it with 3. So -3 times 3, that gives me, there you go, -9, -9. -9. Why are you putting the plus sign? Because we're always adding on our way down. You multiply, put your answer, add. Multiply, put your answer, add. Multiply, put your answer, add. Okay? So this will be our -9. And then we're going to add these two. Okay? -6 plus -9 gives me what? There we go. -15, -15, -15. I love it. Okay. Tick boy, good, good, excellent. All right, nice. So now there's nothing else for us to bring down, nothing else to add on. So our original was an x cubed. This is basically our answer, but we just have to go 1 degree less. So that means this will be my x squared because we started with the cube. 1 degree less will be x squared. Now I can go down the line. That'll be x to the first power, or just x. This will be my constant. That means this -15, that's going to be my remainder. So if I may, I'm going to rewrite my answer, my official answer. Let's see if I can slide it over here. So that means we have our 2x squared minus 2x plus 3. And then your remainder can be written in one of two ways. Either it's going to be minus 15 over the original divisor, which is x plus 3. The reason why it's minus because my 15 was negative. So you can do it this way, or I've actually seen some schools basically, oops, that should be 2x squared minus 2x plus 3. And I'm seeing some schools still keeping that capital R, and they have the negative 15. So that's why I'm writing down both ways. Because it all depends on the professor and supposedly the district. Okay. Yes. All right. Am I new to TikTok or are you new to TikTok? Lower grades here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, why did you change the exponents? Because once you do your division, you're taking out one of, which is this one, we're taking out one of its degrees. So when you take out one of its degrees, that means your answer is always going to be one less. Yes. Thank you, 1K, for face value. Old school way, using long division. Yep. Oh, what grade level this is? This is like Algebra 2. This is Algebra 2 using synthetic division. Close to like, I want to say like third quarter. We can easily just say second semester. It'd be like easier. All right, Sheila, welcome to the challenge. Okay. So can't really say 9th and 10th grade because I know some kids that are in 8th grade that are taking Algebra 2. So I just go by content. All right. Thanks, Jess, for the help. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's over 300 people in here. I should be like close to 45K by now. Let's start tapping. Okay. Yep. Be prepared to. Yes. Yep. Because I'm going to tell you, Mr. Reynolds, let me tell you, everything is being moved up. I'm not sure what state you're in, but in Maryland, they're thinking about changing when Algebra 1 is actually going to be introduced. Most people think it's going to be the earliest is 7th grade. They're thinking about pushing up to either 5th or 6th grade. It hasn't been approved yet, but that's what they're thinking about. Yeah, so here we are. C means constant. Yes, the constant. Yep, so get your babies ready. All right, keep tapping. Share the love. Do not hold back. Can't take the love with you, babies. And if you have any additional questions, please ask. Now, a couple other places which I can't while you guys are still tapping. Here's my small commercial. So if you want to visit here, this is where I put all my lives. Okay, even this afternoon's live is up and running now. So all of my replays are here. I can't say the word because I will be violating, but I can definitely show you what it is. Most of the time I go live every blessed day. And if you need any assistance, I do private tutoring. I have these math notebooks. Even the notebook that I'm using right now, I actually designed this math notebook. So you can have your formulas, you can have your steps, and some space for you actually to do some work. Not only does it take on notes, as you can see, here's a few of the notes that I've been doing. Every time I have a live, I put it inside of my math notebook, just so you can see what the organization look like and what the feel of it is. Sorry, took you on for a little ride for a second there. But in addition to that, I have what's called resources. If you're not strong with your multiplication facts and you need some help with factoring, let's say that you're looking for, I don't know, the square root of 84. Well, let's go to 84. So if you notice, here is 84, and these are the factors. So I have 1 and 84, 2 and 42, 3 and 28, 4 and 21, 6 and 14, and 7 and 12. Notice in red, that's going to be what's called your perfect prime combination. Square root of 21 is a prime, one of those special square roots, one of those special cannot prime square roots. Because if you try to break down the square root of 21, that's 7 and 3. Yeah, you're not getting anything out of it. So that's why you can use this to get to your answers so much quicker. You can help it with multiplication. You can use it to find the LCM, the GCF, and even just doing factoring. In addition to that, this goes up to 1 to 200. Then you also have your rules of integers. If you can't keep them straight, I got a list for you. Okay, we also have our orders of operation in the US as well as international. And then the properties of exponents, which we worked on not too long ago. Okay, the properties of quadrilaterals. We're looking at volume and surface area. Also area and perimeter and circumference for the circle. And our fun time unit circle. So this book is basically designed for 7th all the way up to adults. Anyone that's taking Algebra 1, Algebra 2, a little bit of pre-calculus, but also those intermediate algebra courses that you see. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Go ahead and check out my profile. You will see a lovely link there. So you will have fun with the link. That's all I can tell you before I get banned. We got all of that. Now, if you're just like, man, I like your notes. I love your handwriting. I wish I could have your notes. Well, guess what? Bam! You can have my notes. It's called Audrey's Notes. So I basically take all my books and I do copies of all my notes. Now, here's the thing. If you notice, most of my stuff has a QR code. If you scan this QR code, it will take you to the exact live that is connected to this page. So in this case, it's factoring the GCF and trinomials. So if you just, bam, scan that with your phone, you can watch the live and follow along with the notes. So it's great for homeschool parents. It's great for teachers for remediation. It's great for anybody that's basically trying to do enrichment or remediation. So that is my commercial. So if anything, go ahead. You can reach out to me. You can send me a message, or you can go to my profile and take a look to learn a little bit more about me and my craziness. All right. So this notebook, I have 3 different covers. Okay. So this is one cover. This is the other cover. And this is the other cover. Okay. So I have 3 covers, but all of them basically have the same interior. All right. So book 4 is what we're working on. So I already have books 1, 2, and 3 ready for Audrey's Notes. So book 4 might be out by next week. All right. Yes. Do I offer virtual tutoring? Yes, I do. Make sure you message me. Message me. This is the perfect time because this time of year my prices are relatively nice and low because I know there's a lot of people that are working. There's a lot of people that are trying to keep up, and I get it. And plus, a lot of people helped me out, especially like last week and the week before that. So I do have some monies left over to help support other people that can't afford tutoring. So a lot of people donated to me to help me out to save my home. In exchange, since TikTok has given me so much love, that's the best thing I can do for you guys. But you got to reach out to me, babies. You got to reach out to me. That's the only way that I can know that you need assistance. Alrighty? All right. 3 different problems. Okay. All right. So message me whatever you want. Just message me. Okay? That's the only way. Message me. Yep, just send me a message. If it says, oh, it's going to be requested, fine, let it be requested. If you can send me an email, you can send me an email or a text message. I'll be good with that. All right. Yep, random problems. So it's basically everything that I do with my life. It's never like a consistency. Okay? All that scares you? Oh, don't be scared. Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by too. All right, so let's keep it going. All right, so let's do another one of these great synthetic divisions. I might actually leave you guys along with it. Or am I talking too crazy? So let's try. Let's try this one. So we have, I got a lot of 2's. 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 divided by x minus 2. Okay. So those are coming in. You're talking crazy. Well, that's what I do. But keep coming. Not a problem. Okay. This is basically Algebra 2. So this is Algebra 2. Yeah, and I did mention early on that this is not really GED. If you are getting into this stuff for the ASVAB, that means you're like in the 80s. You're doing great. All right. All right. So cool. Just having a little fun with that. Okay. So Coach is saying that what's going to go inside this box is going to be a positive 2. Do we agree? Yes, good. Yes, good. So now our highest degree is to the second. So that means we need a representative for my x squared. We need a representative for the x. We need a representative for the constant. So we have our 2, we have our 1, we have our constant. So all of them are being represented, which is good. So that'll be 2, positive 3, minus 4. And we always bring the first one down. Okay. Hey, Robert. Weren't you here earlier? Hey, JB. Good. All right. So now, yes, there we go. And how'd you get that 4? How'd she get that 4? What she did was she multiplied the 2 and the 2. So you multiply your divisor by the term. And you put that 4, that answer of 4, underneath the next one. And then you add. Okay. Then you add. Oh, okay. I think Coach is getting it. Oh, I think Coach is getting it. So 3 plus 4. That will give us our 7. Good. I'm seeing it. Jess, I'm seeing it. Okay. Hey, Jay Hunter, how are you doing? Seeing it. I'm seeing it. Good. Yes. Oh. All right. Oh, look at those people. I see now. Okay. So we got the 2 times the 7 gives us the 14. Look at this. All right. Then we're going to add these 2 together. What do I get when I add those 2 together? I love when I look up and I see answers. Look at all these 10s, 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 10s. Okay, I have $14. I spent 4. That means I have 10 left over. Okay, so now, good, it's a positive 10. It's a positive 10 because remember, the signs are different. When the signs are different, you're really subtracting. Okay, when the signs are the same, you're adding. So what you just found was we started with the x squared. It always goes down 1 degree because we already pulled one of the degrees out. So this is going to be my x to the first power, or x. This is going to be my constant. So that means this will be my remainder. So my official answer is going to be 2x. And it's a positive 7, so it'll be plus 7. And that remainder, and I think I saw Kaden did this, have my 10 over my original divisor, which is x minus 2. Or, I've seen people do this, 2x plus 7 with the capital R and 10. And I'm just going to write the word or. All right. Awesome. Oh, some comments are being filtered. What kind of nastiness y'all saying? I know it's like, 11 o'clock, but it's not like BET after dark. See, I just dated myself because I don't even think y'all even do BET after dark. I don't even know if some of y'all even do BET. Shoot, that was some crazy stuff back in the day. You can have your Skinemax all you want. That's nothing compared to BET after dark. That was a cultural divide. All right, let's get it up to 50K. Let's see, y'all know. This is what I'm telling you. Today's youth will not know a thing about that. All right. Okay, so JB, since we were multiplying, is that why negative 2 becomes a positive 2? Well, the reason why that negative 2 becomes a positive 2 because the original setup is always going to be x minus k. So since my signs didn't change, that means my value for k, which is out here, okay, that's my k, didn't change. So it's going to be a positive 2. Okay. Okay. Rated R? Psh, that's not BET after dark. Rated R ain't nothing. Nothing. That was nothing. Not a problem. All right. Okay. So, let's try. Yeah, I think we got time for possibly one more. Because today's been a day. I finally got something to eat. So it's like I just inhaled it. And I'm like, ugh, I feel gross. All right. So let's try this. So we have 5x to the 4th plus 2x squared minus 15x plus 10 divided by x plus 2. Okay. Oh, thank you, JB. I appreciate it for the gifts. I really do. Okay. So don't let it intimidate you. I'm going to leave you alone just for a moment, and then we'll come together and break it down. All right. If you know you're special, close. So if you know you're special is saying that what I'm going to divide by is a 2. Do we agree? And Coach, look at her. Coach is saying we have to use a placeholder. Look at you. Don't forget the placeholders. Yes. Look at you. Yes. So it's going to be opposite. Okay? It's going to be opposite what we see. So yes, it's going to be a -2. I love how Coach is like, I don't know about this. This is making me crazy. So we have a -2. It's going to be my divisor. All right, you see? Okay, cool. I love it. And see, here's my thing. I'm used to it. I used to be a high school math teacher, so I'm used to like kids just saying, I don't know what I'm doing. This is stupid. Go ahead, have your little fit. So now, my highest degree is to the 4th. That means I need a representative for x to the 4th. I need a representative for x to the 3rd. X to the 2nd. You see how I'm going down the line? X to the 1st or just x. And our constant. Okay. Yes, there it is. I love it. Okay, why is it negative? It's always opposite what we see because the original is x minus k. In order for that minus to turn to a plus, that means my value for k had to be a negative number because a negative times a negative will make this positive. Okay, so that's why it's a -2. All right, well, thank you. Okay. All right, you have to have all your degrees represented. So it has to be in descending order. Even though we don't have one up here. So let's start. So my x to the 4th, the coefficient we have is a 5. X to the 3rd, we don't have in our listing, so we need to put the 0 for the placeholder. X squared, coefficient is a +2. For the x, the coefficient is a -15. And for your c, which is your 10. Okay. So if there isn't an x to the 3rd, you need to put that 0 as a placeholder. If you're missing anything, it has to be in descending order. If anything's missing, you need the 0 as the placeholder. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Now we know. Okay. First term comes all the way down. All right. Look at it. Look at it. Look at all these converts I'm getting. All right. So once we bring that first term down, we're going to multiply. Okay, multiply the divisor by the term. And like you all said, it's a -10. Now, we're going to add those two together. So 0 plus negative 10, negative 10. Repeat again. So negative 2, this time we're multiplying it with the negative 10. Yes, we got positive 20, positive 20, positive 20. Because a negative times a negative gives me a positive, and 2 times 10 gives me 20. And now we're adding. And 2 times 20, I love when I look up and I see the answers. Yes, it does, Fernando. Yes, it does. So this gives us our 22. So now, doing it again. So negative 2 times 22. Good. We got, ooh, careful. Make sure we're multiplying. So we got a negative 44. Oh, my fault, Coach. I'm slowing you down. Let me pick this up. Let me pick this up. She over here like negative 59, and I haven't even got to the multiplying yet. So, all right, we got negative 15 plus negative 44. Both of them are negative, so we're adding them together. So that's where that negative 59 comes from. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm hoping I'm not hurting any feelings. I'm just loving this. All right. So now, good. Kia, we got negative 2 times negative 59. And negative times a negative gives me positive. And then 59 times 2 gives us that 118. Then we're adding these two bad boys together. And that gives us 128. Good. All right, good. Excellent, guys. So this is basically your answer, okay? But the only thing is your answer is always 1 degree less than what you started with. So if you started with x to the 4th power, boom, that means down here, this is going to represent your x cubed, your x squared, your x, and your constant. So that means that 128, that's going to be your remainder. All right? There you go, Kaden. Love it. There you go. Awesome. So then I'm going to officially write it over here. Or actually, I can write it down here. Why not? Why not? I'll write it wherever I want to write it. So I got my 5x cubed minus 10x squared plus, since it's positive, 22x minus 59. And since that's a positive 128, we're going to add our remainder. And remember, it's going to be 128 divided by my original divisor, which is the x plus 2. If they didn't do that, some of them have it like this. Sometimes some schools teach it with the capital R for the remainder. So I just want to show both ways. Okay? You don't have to write down both ways. Both of these will be correct. I know in Texas and Georgia they use the capital R. I'm used to seeing it over as a fraction. So it depends on where you're at. It depends on what your teachers approve. All right. Oh, good. I'm so glad you love math. Invitation to life's mysteries and shortcuts. Yes, isn't it? Yep, you really just learned this. How do you feel? How do you guys feel? See? Good, Kaden. Good. Great. Yep, that's the final answer. There's really 2 versions of it. I was running out of room. And that's it. All right, Aaron. Yes, this was good. See? See, people always tell me, no, just keep doing the basic stuff. Keep doing the basic stuff. But doesn't it get boring sometimes? You know, once in a while, let me throw a little bit of algebra stuff in there, like algebra 2 stuff. Maybe a little bit of trig. Nothing too crazy, you know. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So we're learning something new. We're expanding our minds a little bit. So this is what I do. So if anybody's like, I need a tutor, I wish I had a tutor that would explain things, that's what I do. Okay? If anything, because there are a couple other people that this book is almost done. So again, I think book 4 will be out and about possibly sometime next week. But again, here's a couple of people that I've been associated with or just as amazing. If you need anything, help with like more advanced math, like say AP statistics or maybe statistics for nursing or even Calc AB or BC, that is not me. I know my limitations, okay? So you will definitely hit up with Robert, the AP math guy. See if you can, guys, follow him. I really would love to see a lot of them coming on live and breaking down those advanced classes. So like for those students that needs, maybe they're homeschooled, maybe they're going back to school, and just to get some reassurance, he's really patient with it and he understands the concept inside and out. Same thing with my friend Bridget. She does reading and math for K through 8 and also math for K through 5. She knows how to break down those concepts. If you can follow her so she can show a lot of her greatness on with the lives, that would be amazing. Also, if you also have a younger kiddo that's pre-K or kindergarten and you're thinking about homeschooling and you just don't understand the curriculum or you just need some more resources, you can follow my friend Nancy on Online Elementary Tutor. She's amazing with stuff. And then Lynette, she was here earlier. I'm not sure if she's still here. She is like, I just saw that she's doing something with exponents. Good God, girl. Okay. With the abacus, like how to really understand the numbers of math, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing with the basic steps. And I know she's actually tutoring adults like yourselves on how to use the abacus to possibly teach your own kids or grandkids. Okay. Teaching them step by step. So definitely, I think, who is it? Mr. Reynolds, for your youngest kid, take a look at Learning with Lynette. Okay, definitely take a look with her. If you guys are going into chemistry next year, keep Professor TK in your thoughts because she knows her stuff and she knows how to break it down. All right. And then if you need another person that does T's or ASVAB or GED, Miss Taylor from Impact Math 19. I think her other name is Impact Math Teacher. She usually goes live for the free version at like 1 p.m. Central Time, which is like 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I know she has like a subscription-based one in the evenings. I think she might be on right now, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. No, actually, I'm going to see if I can do this. We're going to go for a little ride for a second. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that should cover everybody. Yes, Learning with Lynette is amazing. Can you please go over transformations and transfigurations? I probably could. I had a letter. I had paper. I had paper everywhere. I'll see if I can do that because tomorrow is Wednesday. So I won't be going on at 1 o'clock, but I will be going on at 9:30, just like how I did. I think I'm going to switch it from 10 o'clock to 9:30. So I can put that in my listings, transformations. Now, are you talking about geometric transformations, like rigid transformations? Or are you talking about like how I do the vertex form and absolute value and all that? Okay. Yes, learning with Annette. She is awesome. And oh, I almost forgot. A blessed RN, the rigid transformations. Okay, thank you. All right, I got you. And if you are thinking about going into nursing and you need help with your doses calculations, make sure you follow a blessed RN because she knows how to break that down. She is an active RN and she knows her stuff, okay? I only talk to people that know their stuff. I ain't got time for people that want to fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? So I do not have time. So yes, tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. I will be on. All right. But again, if you guys want private tutoring, please, if you're in, I'm telling you, I want to teach. I don't want to beg for money. I want to beg for change. I want to teach. I want to show you what I can do. That's why I'm in here. Also, if you want math notebooks, I got math notebooks. You can definitely check out my profile and it will guide you to the right direction with that. If you want my actual notes, we got the Audrey's notes, which actually will show you everything, and it has the QR code that goes directly to the live that is associated with it. So you can like follow along with all that. And I almost forgot, I have something for 4th and 6th grade, okay? 4th and 6th grade is basically the same format, but it's more with the math. Just try to make the math tiles like a lot bigger so they can keep track of their place holding. And they also get the same resources. So they still have the same factor sheet, but then I have definition of what a fraction is, and then some examples that you can do activities with, going from percent to decimal. Then we have fractions operations. Then we have place value, looking at decimal operations, as well as long division, so we can keep up with that. Same with the order of operations and the properties of exponents, looking at the conversion charts. Then we still have our volume and surface areas and writing and solving equations, as well as the words that are associated. So it's a little bit more. And then you have your rules of integers, but it also has the brain breaks, because everybody needs a brain break. So a couple puzzles in here just to help them refocus so they can get right back to their classes. But we just want to look at place for them to doodle and everything like that. Wow, kind of went a little fast. Okay, so this is for the 4th through 6th grade. I think younger, maybe even 3rd grade can use it because it's nice and big that they can write large and be able to fill inside to keep track of their places. So that's also there as well, 4th through 6th. All right. Yes. Oh, thank you. Aw. I try, guys. I just try. So if there's anything, any kind of questions, because right now for the month of July, this will be the best time to get everything, because just like everything else, I'm not sure about you guys, but Maryland, we have a new state tax, so that means every blessed thing is going up even more so than normal. I think that started today, if I'm not mistaken. So, if anything, I'm trying to want to get a lot of stuff, especially these notebooks, ready for when back to school, which I can't believe I'm saying that already. But there are some people that are going to be going back to school in the next month. I know, shame on me, curse it. So, but if you do need any assistance, if you are looking for someone, if you're looking for a course that is going to give you some support, please let me know. Okay? I'm just here. If you know of anyone that's struggling, I saw one young lady on one of her posts that she was like, I hate math. I don't like this. I already reached out to her. She has like green hair. So, but if you know of anyone else that is struggling, we'll worry about money. We just want you to not struggle. We want you to get through so the world can see your greatness. Okay? They need to see you. All right? The world needs you, people. The world needs you. Okay? You're struggling? Please reach out to me. Message me. Okay? Just send me a message. If you just go to my bio, just send me a message. Oof. Oh, yeah, for the teachers. Yeah. Real quick, because, yeah, you guys finished up late. I mean, not late. You finished up early. Here in Maryland, we just got out of school, like about maybe 2 weeks ago. So we're always late. Yes. Okay, you don't have to beg, girl. Just message me. Just message me. See if you can. Been testing. Okay. All right, July 22nd. Okay. All right. Yeah, because I've been getting quite a few teachers, like people wanting to get past their praxis. All right. Okay, any more questions? I would love for us if we can get to 75. I'd be perfectly fine with that. Because I know. Not a problem. Not a problem. And what age group did you say you teach, Mr. Reynolds? All right, Timmer, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yep, we're almost there. And I'm perfectly fine. I appreciate everyone coming in. I appreciate all the support that I got from my OGs. I appreciate you guys so much. Words can't even describe. Words cannot even describe. Oh, thank you, Michael. Spoiling me as usual. All right, so this is good. I'm good with 76. I swear. I promise. I really am. I'm really good with 76. All right, so I will be back on tomorrow night at 9:30. I'm going to change my thing again for the 80th time. I know, every time I'm like, okay, this is going to be the schedule. I'm just going to go once a day. Yeah, I learned that I have to go like at least twice a day. So my whole days gets all kinds of crazy. All right, see you, JB. Have a wonderful day. Okay, please follow this account. Okay. All right. As long as you don't do anything crazy in your account, I will follow. Okay, thank you everyone for tapping and sharing. Yes, thank you so much everyone for tapping, sharing, coming in, participating. I love that. Even if you were just watching and I know you're following along, the fact that we did a little bit of Algebra 2, which you probably haven't seen or maybe not seen at all, and actually feel successful in it. Yes. Okay, yeah, no problem. No, because I changed it last minute, Michael. Because I was like, wait, why am I waiting an extra half an hour? What? Can I go to bed at a decent hour for once? So yeah, I'm going to switch it back to 9:30. Just going to go back to 9:30. But that's fine. All right. All the crazy tapping. We're done. Yeah, you should be getting your stuff in a few days, actually. If I'm not mistaken. All right, I'm shutting off the live. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm doing it now. I'm pushing the button. All right, I'll see you guys. If you have any questions about any of the books, any of my tutoring, when I'm available, if you want to, like, maybe even donate to another not you, Michael, stop it. If you want to maybe donate to another student that can't afford tutoring, hey, that's fine. I have a feeling that I should keep that going, which that's crazy, but here we are. I started something, and I guess I'm starting a movement now. All right. Practice books. I do not, and I think I need to start making practice books, and I'm going to after this next, my course. But Prince, I might be something I might have to do. All right. Good night, everyone. So now Prince got me an idea. So basically, I'll be up all night thinking about that. Thanks. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Take care. Bye. Oh.